Happy Friday, everybody. I hope everyone is doing fantastic. I am still on the road to recovery from my bout with COVID a couple weeks ago, but I am on the mend and excited to talk about board games. I had a great interview last night with Mike Ganad from who's working on Seas of Havoc, and his game looked really awesome, and I would encourage everybody to check it out. Rock Manor Games is the company that he publishes this under. They've got a suite of titles that they have launched, and this is just another one that's just absolutely crushing it on Kickstarter, so check it out. Today we're going to call this a promoted post. We have a game that was sent to us by our good friend Ed Healy from Gamerati. He's working closely with Crafty Games, and they have this new game called Abstract, and they wondered if I wanted to check it out, and I said, of course. It seems like it's up my alley. It is actually from the designers that did Point Salad, which is one of my favorite games. I love Point Salad, and if you haven't played Point Salad, you're missing out. You get the game. It is an awesome game to have, especially as a game night starter, casual game. If you're looking to teach people how to play board games to get them into the hobby, great game to do that with. So if they're the people that created this game, then definitely I'm excited. I haven't played this yet. I did read up on it and watched a playthrough video, so I get the gist of what it's about. But this weekend, I'm sure Adam and I are going to check it out and play it. So Abstract, without further ado, let's do some slicey and open this bad boy up. All right, let's go there. Okay, we are on our box opening cam. Hope everybody's having a great day, by the way. I might even do a TikTok on this. We haven't done TikToks in a while. Again, we've been kind of down with other distractions, but we're going to get back to doing our TikToks because we had a lot of fun doing our TikToks and our Instagram videos. So I think you're going to see more of that coming from The Binge as well as Tin Robot Games. And let's see here. All right. I would love to get these guys on the podcast. So I asked Ed to reach out to the designers because that would be just super cool to have them on. Not just talk about this game, although this game looks cool, but Point Salad, again, just love to get into the weeds on that one. All right, so here we are. Abstract Academy. I apologize, I left the Academy name off. So I'm going to keep that box for something. I don't know what I can put in it. The game's a little bit thicker than those, but... Okay, so first of all, you have the promo card. This, my understanding, if you order this on the craftygames.com website, I've actually put a link straight to the buy now page for this game on their website. I believe if you buy through the website, you actually get the promo card. So if you buy it directly from them instead of going to retail. This game, my understanding, also straight to retail. So this wasn't a Kickstarter. This was actually straight to retail, which is kind of cool too. I've got a game that we have. It's too far away for me to reach. That we went straight to retail with, which is called Dirty Dragsters. So where it makes sense, that's what they do. Wow, look at the finish on this. I don't know if you can see this on camera. Nah, you can't. It's got a nice linen finish, so the texture of this is really nice. This is a bonus professor card. All right. Let's crack this open. This one for me felt a little bit like if I was to kind of pick a game that has a similar kind of vibe, I would say probably Patchwork, like where you're actually building like the table with your cards and you're kind of matching cards up and doing your best to kind of create patterns and so forth. That was to me what this reminded me the most of. But certainly okay, before I crack this open, I also actually want to look at this too. This is really cool. I haven't seen this on the back of a package before, but I might actually steal that idea. That's actually really clever. So this little red box over here, right there, What that is it actually says out of 5 stars, how much luck, how much strategy, how easy is it to learn, and what kind of interaction. That's smart. That's really smart. Because often when people try and decide what games they want to play, I know there's some people that just go bananas over any game that has any luck elements to it at all. You hear this word agency a lot. You don't need to see the trash can. There we go. So, I think for people that want to see what kind of degree of luck there is in the game, it's kind of cool to outline that on the box. Unleash your inner artist. Experience your brush with fame. Follow your inspiration. This is cool. Okay, now can I open this without killing the box? Eesh. Come on. Maybe I'm opening it from the wrong side. Ah, look at that. It's amazing. The other side was the trick. All right. All right, put that there. Abstract Academy. It's got a book with your components, explaining everything, gameplay. Interesting. So if you can see from this, actually, King Domino would be another good example where you're kind of like laying out a grid. So my understanding from the playthrough video I saw, I'm going to crack these open. So we can get these open without damaging them. There's one box, or one thing open. So these are meant to be kind of like blank canvas cards, right? So you have these face down, and players are drawing their hand up from this deck that's face down, and then say in your hand you have like these different patterns. Now, my understanding is you're trying to basically score objectives. And I know most people would probably just like rip right through this package, but I do try to maintain somewhat of a quality control. I really hate damaging cards. It's one of my pet peeves. There we go. Okay. All right, so you've got professor cards. You've got the teacher's pet card. So this is like your first player marker. So one person has it. This is a 1 to 4 player game, by the way. Player reference cards. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like it how it's almost like you're in an art class. So the instructions, see if I can get a better light there. There. So it's like it's on ruled paper. And you got your inspiration cards. And then you've got your different color palettes. So my understanding is the board, I'm not gonna be able to set the whole thing up like this. Eventually, my plan is actually to get a proper board game table kind of set up in our studio here and start doing more kind of videos where we have kind of the top-down view of the table. A little bit easier than trying to do this at a desk. But essentially, you're drawing up your cards. You have these different assignments that you're trying to unlock, right? And then that's how you score basically your victory points. And my understanding, so let me move this stuff to the side. And I know it's a little bit more involved than that. You have professor is basically tells you like different things they want you to do. The sketchbook tries to get you to create like different like shapes and things like that. So it's basically just different kind of objectives. But as you're placing your cards down, you start placing them down one at a time in a grid, right? and the other players placing their cards. There's up to 4 people, but the grid size is a maximum, I believe, of a 4x4 grid. And once that grid is, I believe, completely filled, I think that's at the point you're going to score. I'm going to play it this weekend. I'll be able to confirm that later. But like objectives would be something like, the most blue area covered. So this would be like, you've placed this card, so you've got the most, you've unlocked that card, most blue area. Another one could be maybe a pattern of a certain color you're trying to create. Another one could be, I think it's probably just patterns in areas are the 2 kind of key things to do. And each card has different patterns on it, right? And you got this you kind of envision them like a 2x2 grid, right? So this card right here, for instance, would be 3 squares of red, 1 square of yellow. I did see in the, here's a good example. In the book where they're saying that there's longest path, I believe, is another one of the objectives, because the path example they gave is like, so see how this red is connected here? I could go up like this over to create my longest path that way, or coming from this way. This way would be better because you have 2 squares, but you wouldn't be able to include like these little pieces that kind of jet off, right? Is my understanding. So you come across this way, so you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You'd have 9 red squares. So that's the essence of this game. It does seem pretty simple to learn and teach, which is a good thing for me. I like games that are casual games. I'm often playing with people where somebody comes to visit and say, hey, you want to play some games after dinner? Usually we're not getting into super heavy games. We're looking at games that are like half hour, 40 minutes max, and so we can get 2 or 3 different types of games in a night. And so this seems like the kind of game that would be perfect for that. Great night, great start to game night, or even sometimes a close to game night. I love these kind of games. So this is right in my wheelhouse. So I do want to thank Crafty Games and Ed Healy for getting this over to us. I'll post this on the Instagram account as well for Board Game Binge. Again, sponsored. It's a sponsored post. I'll throw that out there because we did receive this game for free. We didn't buy it. And the more I learn about this game, the more I will share. I'll reach out to Ed as well. Maybe these guys want to do a giveaway. Maybe we can even do a giveaway. It'd be kind of cool. Let me ask, see what we can arrange. And there you are, my friends. Hopefully you join us on Mondays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we go through the Board Game Binge podcast. We have different guests, multiple guests and different guests each week, coming at the industry from as many different angles as we possibly can. And I just geek out over this stuff. Every time I can learn something new, it just gets me excited. And this is a perfect example in the back of this box where they have this little, again, key to say, how much luck, how much strategy, how easy is it to teach and so forth, which I think is just really, really cool. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. All the best this weekend. You guys take care. Cheers. This has been an episode of the Board Game Binge podcast, hosted by James Staley, produced by James Staley and Mike Bruner, with original music by Nick Smith. If you would like to watch these interviews live, simply subscribe to our YouTube channel, Board Game Binge, and you'll get access to live interviews, giveaways, and interesting board game content from across the industry. I can't wait for you to join us. See you next time.